Hello everyone, my name is Jose Tomas Ojeda and I'm making this video because I have to make a video journal every other week about a reflection of my experience, my thoughts and my feelings of my learning process during the oral English course. So far we have talked about the topic names and we have done many and different types of activities. Some of those were sharing the histories of our names, doing a personality test, and also doing an acronym with our names. In the activity of sharing our names, we had to tell to our classmates the reason of why our parents chose that name for us. And there were some histories very funny and others very interesting also. Also, in the activity of doing the personality test, we had these figures and we had to put numbers from 1 to 5, the figure that caught most our attention. So I put this one first, this one second, third, fourth, and fifth. After that, we were given some characteristics of each figure. So it seems that I'm an independent, confident, calm, reliable, honest, and a stable person. Also, it says that I don't like to be in a big crowd, and that's all. That's true. That's all true. So all of that matches with me. And also, it was very amusing that two of my best friends answered the same as me. In the acronym, we wrote our names in a sheet of paper. Then we have to put in others' names some characteristics of him or her that started with the letter of his or her name. For example, in the name Martin, in the letter R, I will put reliable, for example. From these activities and with what we have talked in classes, I realized many things. For example, I realized that a name comes or has some characteristics. For instance, if I had to choose a name for a baby now, I would start thinking of a name that's alike, of course. And I would see if I know a person that has that name. Then I would analyze his or her personality and characteristics. Then I would see if I choose that name or not. Another example is when I meet someone who I don't know his or her name, and when he or she tells me their name, sometimes I think, or sometimes I say also, like, oh really? You look like a Lucas. And that has to be that without knowing his or her name, with only looking his appearance, my mind search a name that matches with him or her. Maybe maybe that has to be also when when we when we create a nickname to someone because we think it fits better. Also, with the acronym, I thought that people see me as a person in a way, honestly, in a bad way. And with with the acronym, I realized that people actually see me in a good way, in a really good way. And I'm really thankful and grateful for this activity because I could realize that. So thank you very much for this activity and see you on the next journal. Bye.